Box Productions.
The boy Buck Jenner back in the news. It's crazy because it's facts over feelings with me. So regardless of how I feel about a cat, when he come with some facts, it's crazy how they ring true. He got two little things on Buck Jenner I ran across. One of them is about him claiming 50 didn't want nobody to be bigger than. I ain't gonna read this whole thing. See, I just grab a quote or two. It ain't that much. Bump it. I'll read it. Young Buck and 50 Cent have been going back and forth for years now, and the former has indicated there's no end in sight. Speaking with Adam 22 of No Jumper recently, Buck explained that it's difficult for him to publicly share his problems with his former colleague. In fact, he indicated that 50 Cent impeded the success of G Unit members as solo artists. I'm very secure of who I am. No, you not. Because if that's the case, you'll be out here with Glamour Perfect Greg getting your money as the hottest group in hip hop. That was your boo. You're very insecure in who you are. But anyway, we're not going to harp on that. I'm very secure of who I am, he said at the 16:30 mark of the interview, before mentioning some of the homophobic and transphobic abuse he's received from the G Unit head honcho over the past few years. My separation from G Unit, it was never about no rumors or none of that BS he's pushed out there to the people. It's been about business. Wait a minute, bro. Rumors? What about the hours of lovers' quarrels we heard you having on the telephone with your boo? Oh man, this dude is delusional. Buck said at some point 50 actually encouraged him to venture off on his own, giving him some advice. Ultimately, however, he believes that Fifth wasn't happy about anyone else in G Unit being as successful as a solo artist as he was. Buck elaborated that when opportunities would come to 50 Cent, he would often give them to someone other than G Unit members or himself. It seems like he wouldn't allow someone to become as big as him or bigger than him, he added. Buck's comments come after 50 talked about his cohorts in the recent memoir in which he said Buck and Tony didn't reach their full potential. Near the end of the interview, Adam asked Buck about what he thought of DMX and all that. I ain't finna get in all that. But check him out though. On my mama, the boy say, you hear the boy say, let me get this picture down. The boy say 50 didn't want nobody to be bigger than him, right? What y'all know about Actor Shorty Wanna Ride video shoot? The record had just came out. The video wasn't even released. They were filming the video, bro. When 50 pull up, it's me, Buck, and 50 sitting like in a director chair looking at the monitors at some playback. They showing 50 what they got so far. Buck sitting there looking at the monitors with 50 at the playback. 50 told Buck, hey Buck, you know this is gonna be the biggest record of your whole career ever. And Buck was like, this is his debut album, y'all. And it was Shorty Wanna Ride With You. And 50 told Cuz right then, he like, you know you're not gonna never have a record bigger than this. And nigga Buck like laughed and grinned and agreed with him. This is like my first couple days on the scene, and this is what I hear 50 tell Buck. And it's taking this dude this long to say something like 50 didn't want nobody to shine as hard as him. He said 50 used to take opportunities and give them to other people. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Joe sent the record for Buck to get on. And 50 did the verse, sent it back. The song came out and didn't tell Buck until a long time down the line that, oh my mama, the record was initially sent for him. Oh God. Then he popped up. I guess he filed for bankruptcy. Former G Unit rapper Young Buck is reportedly in dire financial distress. He has to rely on his girlfriend for his everyday needs. Now, is that, when they say girlfriend, because in the mainstream media, they'll just, if you claim to be a girl, they'll call you a girl. I wonder if they mean Greg or is it another girlfriend. They probably should have named her. He has to rely on his girlfriend for his everyday needs. According to amended bankruptcy documents obtained by Bucc, Is Bucc credible on the internet? I've been seeing that word for some years. Bucc claims to have no property, money in the bank, or cash in his pockets. His very few assets include $100 in clothes and $100 in jewelry. Bucc also owed the IRS 50 bands and another 100 bands in child support to two of his children's mothers in Georgia and Tennessee. He says his sole source of income this year has been from several copyrighted mixtapes, including 10 Bricks, 10 Bullets, and 10 Bodies, which yielded $35,000. He says he's entitled to royalty payments, but haven't seen any. Then he goes on. It's at Hip Hop DX if you want to check out the article. I'm not finna read no more, but it just strike me ironic that somebody spent all these years pretending like they so independently, financially straight. He the main one holler. His thing was he been straight before the rap game. He still was in other things throughout the rap game that keep him straight. He the heaviest in the game. Then we know it's all about his taxes getting paid by the boy. Then here he is 10 years later saying that was a lie. Now you filing for bankruptcy. It's just all bad for Mr. Jenner. On my mama, stay tuned. I think he coming out that closet soon. I don't see no reason for him to remain in it. How delusional can you be after the whole world saw what you went through, and then you got the nerve to get on the camera and say, I'm secure in who I am. And shame on you journalists, interviewers, all of you, everybody that get in front. I didn't watch the interview, and it said right after he mentioned some homophobic, transphobic abuse he took from Kurtisha. So I don't know if that alleviated the responsibility of Adam to bring up certain things because he got into it like that. But if he going around doing these platforms and y'all ain't asking, and you got to ask him some hardball questions, man. Hip hop done got soft. I mean, you got to imagine the people want to know. Like, please explain. This is what we really want to know. If these are just rumors and fake and false, how do you find yourself on the phone saying, all right, do this and I'm going to do this? And then Greg say, no, I don't trust you. And your response is, how could you not? Like, out of all the other evidence of a deep understanding relationship with one another that you had with this boy, out of all the evidence, out of everything else you did about the fellatios and every other part of it, bro, all the whining on the phone, letting him keep taking it to a level of intensity that you was like cowering from, then letting him play you with the please don't be recording me. I'm not. And then still getting recorded more than once. Beside all that, the fact that you was offended and appalled that Greg perhaps could not trust you says the most against your case. I also want you to know, as soon as you popped up in that truck talking about, look at here, I don't know what y'all thought y'all saw about me, I knew you was guilty right then. You know I know you, but David, Bucky Jenner, Mr. Non-Self. Oh, y'all got that footage of you on the set too. Cornball. I'm gonna get off your head though. Oh, my mama. You'd have turned into be like a capital queerdo though. What happened to you, boy? You stink. Bucky Jenner, Mr. Non-Self. Oh, y'all got that footage of you on the set too. Cornball. I'm gonna get off your head though. Oh, my mama. You'd have turned into be like a capital queerdo though. What happened to you, boy? You stink. Get it together though. You know, the bounce back is great. The climate is perfect for your kind. But if you're gonna declare in front of everybody that you are secure in who you are, prove it, bro. We all know you got caught with your hand in a cookie jar, and you ain't that secure in who you are. Oh, my mama.
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.